Hello, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be talking about some fun and unique Instagram stories that you can use to boost your engagement on Instagram with your followers. A lot of times we're really focused on building a following and how to go viral and how to get a lot of followers that we forget the followers that we already have and how much value that they can bring to us. So I've helped local businesses and my own accounts build followings, create content, and Instagram stories is one of the best ways to do so. As you probably know, when you post something on the feed, it doesn't always show up for all your followers. But stories do. Stories appear right at the top, and a lot of times people prefer to look at stories more than actually scrolling. But don't forget the followers you have. Even if you have 100 followers, that's 100 people who took the time to look at your page, give you a follow, and they're going to be the ones who are going to be the high ticket customers. So don't ignore them. I've classified these ideas, the first ones being the least amount of effort to the last ones being the most amount of effort. If you're just in a rush and you just want a couple really good ideas that require minimal effort, then you can just watch the first couple ideas. But if you really want to take your stories to the next level and put a lot of effort and build a really cool, solid relationship with your followers that gets them really excited to click on your stories, then I would suggest watching all of them all the way to the end. So whatever floats your boat. All right. Enough talk, let's dive into it. So the first one, coming out strong, this is the least amount of effort. It's Ask Me Anything sticker. You literally just put up a sticker, maybe with like a selfie or a picture of your business, and you just say, ask me anything. And then people will ask questions and then you just respond to them. Okay, it's super fun. People love asking questions. If you have a prompt, it might be easier for people, but people do really love asking questions and they love those stickers. And it's really fun for you to respond as well. So that's probably the easiest one you could do. The second easiest one are the slide stickers. You can do this with how are you feeling today? Or how much do you love this? Here's some really creative ideas right here too. So those are really, really easy and really engaging. It's really easy for people to engage with, so they just have to slide it left and right. You could do agree, disagree kind of thing. Definitely very easy. The third easiest as well is if you have launches or events or, special sales, you can use the countdown sticker. You can provide a link, so when it's counting down, people click on that link or, to sign up for your email list or pre-save like your song, really whatever. So that's pretty easy. It's not like super huge engagement, but it does get people excited, so. All right, number 4 is one of the easiest ways and something that I've used for clients as well as for my business. And this is spotlighting your favorite product or service. Let's say you're a bridal shop and you can just spotlight 2 dresses of the week. So you can have kind of a theme like princess theme, vintage theme, something like that. Just spotlight 2 dresses, maybe 3. And then you just do a poll. Okay, which dress was your favorite, number 1 or number 2? People love that. You just do it once a week, preferably on Monday at the beginning of the week. And it gets people really excited. People love it because then you're showing off your dresses, you're showing off your products, people get to engage with it, people get to see what you have every single week. You can do this for a service. So if you're an interior designer, you could show 2 different bathrooms that you designed, so spotlight of the week. Which bathroom do you like the best? Which style do you like the best? Obviously products are pretty easy too, right? You probably have a ton of them. Be creative with that. Show off some things, show off some services. You don't even have to do a poll. You could do the slide with it. But yeah, just spotlighting something every single week gives someone to look forward to. Oh, it's Monday. I wonder what they're spotlighting this week, right? So they're gonna follow up with you. Okay, this is a little bit more towards a product-based business, but whenever you get new merchandise, whether it's clothing, decor, food, that kind of thing, take a picture of each thing, post it on your stories. If you have some new clothing, maybe you've got 10 new items, you just take a picture of each item and you just put the name, like title it like what it is, and then just the picture of it. That's simple. You probably already have photos of it. If not, you take some pretty photos. They don't have to be perfect or anything. Put the title of it, and then next to it, you can even put a link to it if people want to go onto your website, if you have a website. If you don't have an online business, then at the end you can just put your store hours. But honestly, this is so fun because you can use the countdown sticker to it, and then once it goes out, then you're posting, you can put 10 stories showing off all your new merchandise, and it's so much fun to see all this stuff, and people really love that. If you can, put some stickers in there or whatnot, that's super fun. But even if people aren't just like clicking, just the fact that they're scrolling through, clicking through your story is really, really great. All right, so for number 6, share some testimonials. So this can go for both product-based and service-based. So for product, just put, some testimonials. Maybe you have some UGC content from people. Obviously, you're already posting that kind of thing, but it's just really great to put some testimonials up there every once in a while. Maybe you could do every Wednesday or something, spotlight, a customer. If you're a service-based business, this is really great because you can do some kind of like before and after. If you're a social media manager, right, you can do before, here's their following, after, here's their following now, here's their page views, here's their page views after. If you are a makeup artist, right, you can do before, after, here's the client testimonial next to it. Super easy, super simple. Yeah, don't forget your testimonials because that's a great way to increase trust with your followers. The more they see that social proof, the more inclined they will be to purchase from you and work with you. All right, number 7 is super simple. It's behind the scenes. I just put it up further because sometimes you do have to get out your camera and film a little bit or talk to the camera or take a photo. Maybe you're stocking shelves, you're designing something, working with someone, set up like a time lapse, or just simply pull out your phone, take a quick photo. I would recommend talking to the camera and talking about what you're doing. Make sure that if you are talking in your videos, add some captions because most people don't have their sound on when they use Instagrams. Just a note. People love seeing behind the scenes stuff. Love it. They want to see what your tools look like. They want to see what your process is. Maybe you're going through like a stressful time. They want to see that. But don't be afraid to just share something. Again, it might be a little bit daunting. So that's why I put it up a little bit more towards the effort side. Really, really great way to engage with your audience. I'm editing and I just realized I totally forgot to put number 8, which is highlight products of the week. So it's a little bit of a combination of highlight the product of the week and then testimonials. So you just use those two things together to create, okay, here's the product of the week because here's the testimonial, here's what it's done. And if you have maybe like a special discount or something, you see that a lot with like food and restaurants, even like Hobby Lobby, they have a sale, right, of something. So that's kind of the idea behind it. Number 9 is one of my personal favorites. It's tap to change. So you can do so much with this. This is pretty similar to testimonials, but just show off your work or merchandise or behind the scenes, really anything. Some examples would be tap to organize, tap to change hair. If you're a hairstylist, right? So if you cut someone's hair or if you colored their hair, tap to dye their hair or something. Tap to create bouquets. So you have like an array of flowers. They tap it and boom, it's a bouquet. Like I love those ones. Or like tap to clean, tap to get ready, tap to get dressed, tap to dock shelves. It's so fun. I love those stories. Those are probably my favorites. Another one of my favorites and a really great way to help people get to know you better and your staff, if you have a staff, is to spotlight your staff. One thing you can do, you can get 5 questions like these, have them answer those, and then send pictures of their life. And then you do like a quiz so your followers can guess what's their favorite food. Is it pizza or tacos? And those are really fun because not only is it getting people engaged because they're clicking on it, trying to guess, but it also helps them get to know your staff. So if they go into your business, they're like, oh, I recognize that person. It's just super fun. And it's really fun for your staff too. And don't forget to do that for yourself. You can even do that more than one time because people want to get to know you. There's a reason why they followed you in your business. So let them get to know you a little bit. Now, number 11 is probably something you've heard a lot. I think it's so underrated and so underutilized, but this or that polls, you have to be using this or that polls because they're so fun. People always engage with them. They boost your engagement and it's just so fun. I don't know. It might take a little bit more planning depending on what you're doing. So here are some examples. You gotta use them. You gotta use them whenever you can because that is so much fun for your followers. You can be really, really creative with it too. So definitely use those. Similar to this or that polls is true or false polls. So for example, if you're a skincare company or med spa or something, you can do fact or no fact so people can guess like, oh, should I wear sunscreen? Should I not? Debunking a lot of myths. Not only are you educating your followers, but you're entertaining them. They're just having fun. They're learning something new. And if you're pretty consistent with that, if you're doing that once a week or so, that's gonna boost engagement like crazy and people love it. This is one that I came up with and I think it's so much fun. It does require a little bit more effort, but if you love doing stories, this is so fun and so engaging. So it's a guess game. So let's say you're a nail tech, take a picture of nails that you've done and put it in black and white, and then post on your story and say, you know, do like the quiz sticker. Say, what color do you think these nails are? And then they tap to see what the actual color is. And those are so much fun. You can even do zooming in. You know, the game where you zoom in on someone like a celebrity's face. Like, guess the celebrity just based on their nose or their mouth or something. You can do that. You can do that with a dress. You can do that with decor. You can do that with merchandise. Like, so many things. If you're a service-based business, again, you can zoom in on tools that you use. Be creative with that, but that is so much fun. I had the idea of it and it worked really, really well. So here are some examples. So along with that, you can either do a guessing game with this or it's on a separate thing, but you can even do like a monthly or weekly or bi-weekly thing. Show off the best selling and the worst selling products or services you have. I think that's super interesting. You can even do this for reels and TikToks where, you know, you show off, you know, what's the best selling product in your store? Boom, here it is. What's the worst selling? And that's really interesting. I think that would definitely be engaging, interesting to see. I haven't seen a whole lot of stories like that, so that's a good idea. And you can even do some kind of poll. So which one do you think is better? Or yeah, again, guessing game, right? Number 15, I've talked about this with reel ideas. You can show off a quick tip, so you can even repurpose this from a reel idea and just post on your story. Again, it's kind of with behind the scenes. It takes a little bit more effort because you have to think of the tip, but yeah, if you just show it off your story, people will feel like it's more exclusive rather than like a reel. So it's like, hey, here's a quick tip for y'all. Just pretend like you're just talking to someone on FaceTime, showing them a quick tip so you don't have to like edit it or anything. And people love that. People do. Those do really well. The last idea that I have for you is control my day. Now this takes a ton of effort and I think you'll have to be a little bit creative. What should I eat for breakfast? What should I wear? What should I, you know, style this with? Which bouquet should I work on? Or I don't know, here's some ideas. But yeah, I think those are really fun too. I think this is probably more influencer based and a lot of influencers do use it. So they can control my day and then they post a YouTube video about it. So you can kind of do the same thing where maybe you're just making something for fun. If you're more craft-based business or painting, it's like, should I do this or that? And then maybe later on you can make a reel or something about it. And so your followers feel, again, like it's exclusive and they helped you make these decisions. And so when they watch the reel, it's super exciting for them. Creative with that. For service-based, again, I think you can do the same thing. It would probably more be about you, right? Because you're the one who's doing the service. A lot of these I have used, a lot of these I got ideas from other influencers. One of the best influencers that I have found has done the best at stories on Instagram is Brooklyn and Bailey. They are phenomenal. They post so many stories every single day and they are influencers, but they do own businesses as well. I would definitely follow them for inspiration for story ideas. I am really excited whenever I go and look at their stories. They have a lot of engagement. They're really connected with their followers. You feel like you're their best friend. So definitely check their stories out. And yeah, those are some really fun and unique ideas that you can use right now to increase your engagement on Instagram. Yeah, let me know if these are helpful to you and please let me know if there are any other ideas. I'm always looking for some. And again, if you found this video helpful, please like and subscribe. I would love that. I'm almost to 100 subscribers and I'm really, really excited. So I know it's not a huge deal, but it's a huge deal to me. So appreciate ya and talk to you next week. Bye.